Hi, I'm John Lee, and thanks for tuning in. Today I want to talk to you about calls to action. Pretty much everybody knows what they are and what they're supposed to do. We normally associate them with sales letters and squeeze pages, and that's not entirely accurate because in reality, calls to action have a place in virtually any piece of marketing communication. You can even argue that a press release has an implied call to action in that you're providing enough information and content to create value to compel that end user to cover the event or include that information in their publication. So just a couple of things about it. Normally it's at the end of the piece of content. That's not always true, actually. I used to work for a nightclub in Redondo Beach called The Strand, and we used to periodically run commercials, and we would actually open some of the commercials by saying, grab your pencils and write this number down. And what we do is you create an event to test the efficacy of the advertising. Want to see if the actual radio station was a match for what we were selling, in this particular case, of course, a concert, and want to make sure the call to action was appropriate to the medium as well as what we're providing. In this particular case, in most cases though, it'll be at the end of the piece of content, even if that's broadcast or electronic. And just a couple of things about it. One, you want to make sure that the actual call to action is abundantly clear. In other words, that end user shouldn't be left scratching their heads and saying, what do you want me to do next? It might be joining an email list. It might be liking your content. Ideally, it might be sharing your content. But it should be clear. And secondly, whatever you're asking them to do should be proportionate to the value of the content you're giving. In other words, it's no coincidence for car ads, for example, that you'll never see a car ad say, here's a commercial for a Buick. Now write your check to us now. Instead they'll say, test drive your Buick at the your local Buick dealers. And that is because they know that more than one touch is required to make that sale. But by and large, just a couple of things to remember. One, making sure that your call to action is logical and clear. And two, that it's proportionate to what you're providing. Thanks for watching, and as always, if you like this video, give me a like. I'd appreciate that. If you really like this video, by all means, I'd appreciate a share. Thanks very much.